What's up, guys? One of my last videos that I had, I reviewed the Wyvern, Civivi Wyvern, and a viewer, subscriber commented that I should do a comparison with the Bugout, and I hadn't really thought about it before. And I'll put who it was. I think it was Troy. I'm not sure, but I'll put it on the screen. Who made the suggestion? But as I thought about it, I was like, you know what? That's actually a good comparison. And so I'm gonna go through some factors and do kind of a slicey dicey battle to the death almost. So we're gonna see based on which one wins in each category, total up the points in the end, and see who ends up winning this. All right, so first thing we'll go front to back. So we'll look at the blade, and let's go with right now. Let's talk about just blade aesthetics. So aesthetics on the Wyvern, you have this kind of like hole that turns into a fuller. It's a drop point blade, kind of like a low drop point blade, but has a very with a hollow grind. And this one has this is more attractive to me, this kind of a drop point, and it's broader, so gives you more time to narrow down. But with this hollow grind, this is actually thinner anyway. So if you want to go cutting performance, this wins for cutting performance. Blade aesthetics, this one wins. And blade steel, this one wins. S30V D2. So which D2 is not a bad steel, it's just S30V is more performance for you. Okay, let's go down to opening. So this one has thumb studs. I'm just going to talk about deployment options. So thumb studs only, so you can just middle finger flick and thumb. This one has a flipper tab, which is great, and a hole, which you can do both ways. So for deployment options, this wins. Now for action, this has amazing flipping action. It's just feels very good. This feels pretty good. That feels good, but I'm gonna have to give it to the Wyvern for deployment action. Now, what about closing? That's doesn't really fall shut. This one does. So closing, I'm gonna go with the Bugout. Scales are both FRN, but some people don't like how you can squeeze like this. Now, personally, it's not an issue for me because I can tell that this feels secure. But for people that want the extra security, you got liners in here. I don't know if you can see them. You got nested steel liners, and you can't really compress them. So for I'm gonna call it rigidity, I would say this one. Or strength of handles, let's say strength of handles, I would say this one. Okay, let's move on to, I know who's gonna win this one because it's a Bugout. Hold on. All right, like I said, this is I know the Bugout's gonna win. This is gonna be the weight category. 1.9, but I bet you won't win by too much. Oh wow, 3. This actually feels a lot lighter than 3 ounces. But wow, so the Bugout won big time. Okay. All right, so Bugout won the weight category. Now let's go to pocket clip, and whoops. There you go. You like to see that. And then let's check out the Wyvern. Not a bad clip, but it's not. I prefer the deep carry, so this one wins for deep carry. All right, now for value. The Civivi's gonna win. It's about $42, and this is about $120. And you want to talk another category, pride of ownership. I'd probably go with Benchmade because it's made in the USA, and so that kind of gives you something to, hang your hat on, I guess you could say. Now let's talk about ergos. So you can see the handles on this are going to be thicker, so this is going to fill your hand more. Jimping is placed very nicely there, and then you have this choil to come up on for doing other work. So very, very good ergos. This one is just kind of like a plain neutral handle, which is great, and it actually feels really good. I actually almost prefer this one, but I'm going to give it to the Wyvern because you have that extra step up. For again, more, you have other options. But there's nothing wrong with the way this feels. I just kind of prefer this one, but I'm not going to pick this as the winner for ergos because you have other options there. So, something else I meant to say for pocket clip. This won, but another reason this would lose is because I have experienced some problems with these scales. Other people haven't, but that's just me. So that's another reason why it would lose the pocket clip. All right, guys. So I'm going to tally up all the totals, and I'll come back in and let you know who won at the very end. But this has been a very good comparison, something that I didn't think about. So again, I'm thankful to the viewers for giving me this idea, and I will talk to you guys on the next one.